right, let's talk about what are your options for having a shared inbox, or how do you work together as a team. Let's say maybe you're on a campus or a metro team, and you want to have one email address that you can send out for a fall retreat, or you have one email address that you're going to put onto your the paperwork at the university. So if they have questions, they can email you, or you have a fellowship dinner and you want people to be able to contact you, or whatever reason that you would have one email address that a lot of people would email, and then you need to work together as a team to deal with those emails. What are your options? And so what I'm going to show you is 3 different options that we have built into our new Google system that I think are going to be able to solve that for you. So the first one is alias. So let's go ahead and look at this. This is the simplest solution. So I think this is going to get a good chunk of us. That we just want, it's free, it's super simple. Really all it is an extra email address that gets added to your mailbox. So let's say you have an email address that's going to be metroteam@crew.org, and it'll just come to you. So let's say you're on your staff team, you're the person that's assigned to deal with those emails. This alias will just get assigned to you, and any emails that come to that alias will just come to you as one person. And then you can come up with a system of, hey, I need someone else on my team to help with that. So you just forward it to them and then they deal with it. So that's real simple. It comes to one person and they just kind of come up with a system to deal with it. If they leave the team, you just move the alias to someone else that's staying on the team. So I think this is going to get a lot of us. It's really easy to do, and it's simple. So that's great. But maybe you have a little bit more of a complicated situation. Maybe you have quite a few emails and you want to have multiple people on your team deal with it. Let's say you want to have one person on your team be in charge of anything donor related, and then you have one person on your team take care of anything to do with retreats, and you have one person that deals with prayer requests, and you have one person that deals kind of with the miscellaneous. So you're going to share the load as a team. Well, having all the emails to go to one person isn't really sharing the load. So what you need is a separate inbox. So now there's 2 options for that, and that's what we have here is the collaborative inbox, and then the third thing I'll show you is a delegative mailbox. The collaborative inbox, I think, is what we really want as crew staff of how we work. This really solves our problem. It's a separate mailbox from your own. It's a whole separate one, but it has tools built into it so you can work together as a team. And this is Google's solution for you to work together as a team moving forward. So all new features and updates are going to get put into here. It's actually already great now. It does everything we want, but I think they're going to polish this out and make it smoother, and it's really going to save us more and more time in the future. The only limitation to this is you can't auto-assign. And so if you get just tons and tons and tons of emails, like say 100 emails a day, and you wanted to create filters and rules and not have to manually click each one to assign it to who on your team, then maybe delegative is your best option. However, let's look at delegative for a second, and then I'll come back here. Delegative is simply a mailbox. It's a separate inbox, but you got to come up with your own system. So you don't have the tools that what we're calling a collaborative inbox has. You got to come up with your own system, but it allows you to create rules to move things to labels. So in your system, you might create a label that says John, Stacy, Steve, and use some keywords of the emails that come in, and it'll assign it to labels with their name, and then they won't get notified. They'd still have to come to this delegative inbox, but they could just come there and boom, look at their work and by a label. So it's not ideal, but if you want that feature, that'd be the only reason you'd come down here to delegative inbox, because it also costs money. We have, as an organization, have to pay each year for this. Whereas the collaborative inbox and the alias are totally free. You can have as many of these as you want, within reason. I think you can have up to 30 aliases on your personal email, which is more than we need, and we can have unlimited collaborative inboxes. And the space on the collaborative inbox doesn't use up the space on your personal inbox. So let me kind of drill into this, because I think this is, if you want to go above an alias, I think this will get most of us, maybe half of us, and then the other half, getting up to about 99%, I think we'll really be happy. This will really help us work together as a team with a collaborative inbox. So let me kind of give you a demonstration, kind of like whiteboard out here, like what does that look like? All right, so let's say you have your collaborative inbox here. All right, and here's your staff team over here, and this is you. You're team member 1 on your staff team, and you have your inbox, and here's the collaborative inbox. Now let's say a student or a donor or someone you're ministering to, we'll just call them customer 1, sends an email to your Metro team's email address. So metroteam@crew.org, whatever it is. It goes here. You come to the collaborative inbox and go, oh, I want to deal with that. So you say, I will take it. That's the vocabulary they use with this. So you say, I'm going to assign it to myself, I'm going to take it. Now you'll get a notification about it, but you could actually just do it all from here. Say, I'll deal with it, and now I'm going to reply, and that reply goes to the customer. So this is kind of your basic scenario. You go, as team member 1, you go here, you see it, you just deal with it right from the collaborative inbox. But let's say you see another email from someone else, customer 2, that came in, and you don't. That's not your area of responsibility. You're going to assign it to someone else on your team. So here's your team member 2. They're down here. You assign it to them. So you, as team member 1, you're in the collaborative inbox, and you assign it to them. They'll get an email saying they've been assigned to this. Now, here's what's cool. They can reply to the collaborative inbox, and it will go to them. They never went to the collaborative inbox, just you did. And so you as, maybe you could, on your staff team, have 1 or 2 people that are checking this. If someone goes on vacation, someone else can check it. I mean, you can really distribute the load of taking care of this on your team. And there's a neat system to be able to see who is taking care of what email. And all of the replies to and from the different people you're working with all go through the collaborative inbox. Now here's what's great about this. Let's say you've taken responsibility for the fall retreat, but you're overloaded. You need help. Team member 2 can come in, they can see the entire history. They don't have to have access to your inbox to know what happened. They can just come in and start replying and answering people's questions even though you've started it. So they can like take over. In fact, they can even, this is assigned to you, they can assign it to themselves and then keep working on it. So it's just all the tools that we would want, like everything that we've probably had, but we kind of had to kludge together and make it work. Like Google formalized this into a system. So it's really slick. Let's talk about one other scenario, and that is someone else. And this is what's great. Someone else emails, but no one's checking this collaborative inbox. This has always been a problem in the past, is you forget about this collaborative inbox. Well, this has a feature to send daily summaries out. And so, or you can configure it right away. You can get it daily, you can get every so often of how many, depending on the volume of it. There's options of how you would get notified. And you could have someone on your team get those notifications. You could say, I'll be the person to get those. And they could see, without even going here, that it'll go to team member 3. They'll get like a little summary, and they can go, oh, got some emails. I'll go here and take or assign them. So it makes it so you're not forgetting about this collaborative inbox also. I mean, so again, Google, they've really thought this through. New features are going to come here. It's only going to get better. And the only con is that it's a new system. We haven't had this before, so you got to learn it, and there's a little bit of configuration to do. That's why you're going to want to watch this next video we'll have on the site, and we'll talk about what is the simplest way to make this happen, just in 10 clicks. How can I have this set up and be off and going for my staff team. So I hope this helps kind of give you the options and help you, empower you to make the best decision for your team, and really to save you time and to do you best and get the gospel out there. So thanks for watching.